Hi, my name is Greg with Muscle Car Restorations, and got a 76 Datsun here we've been working on in metal shop and just finishing up all the metal work. Take you around and show you all the things we did to it. Wasn't a whole lot of metal available for it aftermarket, so there's a lot of stuff that had to be hand formed and handmade to fit the car. As you can see, we also have our car on our chassis table here. Before we put it on there, we did send the car out to the frame shop to make sure it was straight. Then we put it on our chassis table so the car does not move when we work on it. There was a lot of layers on this car, several layers deep we had to go. Okay, we came in here and we did the inner wheel tub. We were able to get those, so we sectioned in part of the inner wheel tub. This whole lip was rusted right through, so we came in, did the inside and the outside part of the quarter panel here. This part is new. This whole lip is new. This back section is new. There was patches previously on this car and from other people who have worked on it in the past, and they weren't done very well. So we came in and removed all that and had to remake this whole piece. This piece was missing. Then we came in and did the floor pans. The whole driver's side was done. Half of the passenger side was done because half of it was still structurally sound. We came in and cut the old, first we removed the seat mounts, marked their location where they went. We came in and cut the old floor out, and then we had to remake this front section where it rolls underneath, along with this rear section. We had to remake this whole back section here where it meets the floor, so it all looks factory correct. Yes, then we came through and spot welded, just like the factory would have done. We installed new frame rails underneath. You can tell hard to tell where it transitions into the old frame rail. This is the old, this is the new. We came in and spliced it. Yes, we were able to purchase these frame rails and the floor pans we purchased. But this stuff was all handmade here. We also came in and installed brand new front frame rails. We were able to purchase those. The outside was made by hand. You can tell right where every spot where it was rusted through, and we had to come in and patch. This was all handmade here. There's two mounting holes for the K-frame here. We took those off the old frame rail. We made a jig that went down to our bracing here, so we could relocate our new frame rail holes in the exact same spot. These are brand new frame rails we got in. These extra bracing pieces, these were made by hand to match the original ones that were there. They were also rusted through. All this copper paint would be a weld-through primer. We put it on bare metal in between the layers of the metal so it prevents rust and corrosion. Yep, there's a lot of little spots we had to come in and just fix small things. This was all rusted out here. Water must have sat in there. So we had to remove this, fix the back side, fix this, and put them back together. And again, we spot welded them just like the factory would have. Same thing on this side. This one was a little bit bigger. Same thing with this frame rail, is identical to the other side. We had to come in and make all this by hand. These new brace pieces we made by hand. Nothing you can buy there. On the passenger side here, we also had to come in and patch part of the firewall, and it wraps all the way down to where it meets the floor. And somewhere along the way, these rocker panels were replaced by another shop. So that part was good, but there was layers behind it that were all rusted out that they did not fix. So we had to come in and remove part of this rocker panel, fix the multiple layers behind it, and then put it back on. This floor pan was not quite as bad as the driver's side. We were able to section it in here instead of here on the driver's side. So we were able to save all this factory structure. Same thing as the driver's side, we had to come in and fix this quarter panel lower section. It was all rusted out, along with this lip and the inner fender. So all this got replaced here, all the way around, and a little section back here. And over here, our inner fender, you can see, came all the way up. So this was our old piece on the front frame rail where the K-member bolts in. And as you can see on the back side, the frame completely rusted away. And also this metal was getting very thin, rusting right through. And we took the better of the old ones. We made a little jig. We welded it to the table, welded our old piece to the jig, laid our new metal on there, came in with a hammer, and hammer formed this little pocket into our new piece. This would be our old frame rail section on the passenger side. It would have went this way. As you can see, it was all rusted right through. So yeah, when this car came in, it needed a lot of work. There was a lot of rusted out spots, and we were able to come in and make it all solid again, fix everything that needed fixing. There's no more rust on the car. This car was a little bit of a challenge, just because we had to figure out how to make everything that it needed by hand. We were able to use a few aftermarket parts. But now that the car is solid, it is ready for the next stage, which would be mock-up, where we fit all the doors and the fenders and make sure everything fits like it's supposed to. And then after that, we'll go up to paint. So this is a fun project to work on. Hope you enjoyed seeing all the metal work we got to do on this car. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time in the metal shop.